This is the BMW Alpina B3, and you can do hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of miles very, very comfortably. But then when you get onto the weekend, sport mode, knock it over, use that ZF gearbox, put your foot down and it flies. And then you hit the brakes and it really does stop. So it's kind of a car that does a bit of everything, which is just excellent. This particular example is optioned out beautifully. So obviously being Alpina, it's got all the nice little bits that you want on it. Namely, the suspension upgrades is the thing that I enjoy most. When we're out on these twisty roads in the countryside, it's beautifully damped. Now, in comparison to this car, very similarly priced is the M3, but the M3's suspension is pretty firm. So for a car that you can take out with the family, you know, this touring version, stick people in the back, loads of room in the boot as well, and yet you don't have overly sharp suspension. It's very, very comfortable in here. The improvements they've made to the seats are very nice as well. Nice and comfy, and when it comes to spec, the only thing this is missing is the sunroof, but because we've got the lighter interior, I don't think you need it. I think there's so much light in here. We have beautiful Alpina badging and branding all over the car, which looks great. I especially like the changes with the paddles. Like, the paddles are nice, quite like that. Now, whenever you change a set of wheels on a car, that's always going to affect how it feels on the road. And these multi-spoke, very pretty looking wheels feel absolutely great. No issues whatsoever. Even on these British roads, yeah, okay, it's potholey. It's not gonna be silky smooth, but it's great. It's not shaking me to bits. I could happily do 1,000 miles in this in a day and yeah, feel good at the end of it. Now this is quite a special car because it comes right at the end of Alpina's line of cars separate to BMW. It's now going in-house, and who knows what that's going to look like when it does go in-house and when they start coming out of the factory with the Alpina name. But if you want the very last, or one of the very lasts, when it comes to the B3, this is an excellent car. Everybody knows when you see that badge of Alpina that you know what good cars are. You know, this is beautifully comfortable, it's not too low to the ground, it's not yobbish. Now I love this little section, so we'll just give it a go along here. Now I've been well informed that Chris Harris uses this section of road, and I can see why. Oh, it makes me smile. So yeah, I just hope these cars don't disappear. This is the S58 engine. It's a brilliant engine already, and then it's been tuned by Alpina basically to resemble the M3's power. In a recent drag race, they were very, very close, but yet this is far better for a long trip than an M3. M3 is also very, very sensitive to their mileage. These, not so much. Also, these are generally a special car, but like a special daily car. So they might not get 10,000 miles on them, 50,000 miles on them a year, maybe more like 5 to 10. So they just don't get hit as much with mileage, but they're so special. Just, you know, that uniqueness about the Alpina badging, their little special sauce that they put on the cars, it's great. I think it looks different enough that you know it's special. And I think when you're, you know, families are just like, they just want a car to go and be comfortable, and you know, if dad's happy, or mom, if mom's driving, then everybody's happy. And you can be happy in a place like this. In a world where you have to stop and charge now for 15-20 minutes, being able to just bang in 5 minutes worth of fuel stop and then just carry on for another 500 miles is excellent. I'm not sure if this would do that. I think, you know, this might do like 350. Depends how you drive it, of course. On a sunny day like today, yeah, that mileage might come down. So right at the top end of the rev range, you do get a little bit of popping and banging, but I don't think Alpina changed the mapping on the gearbox when they do the engine, but it's still beautifully smooth, just like it is in a stock standard car. The ZF gearbox is a beautiful box. Now, this car is done under 10,000 miles. BMW do say that it's a lifetime sealed box, which basically means no oil changes, which is rubbish. If you go over to ZF's website, they'll tell you anywhere between 50 to 60,000 there should be a gearbox oil change. I've actually personally done one myself. They say that you have to go through a certain procedure, which I guess you kind of do have to do that, and you can do it yourself, but honestly, anybody that's buying this car will never do it themselves. I think that it's probably around the £400, £500 mark if you ever was to keep it long enough that it needed a service like that. These cars should last, you know, a long time, and not servicing stuff is just like a bad idea. This stuff should be serviced properly. Oh, it wafts along. It's so good at wafting. When you get to the weekends, you know, your family's still at home. What is this car like to just enjoy? Well, it's super pretty here. It's nice and comfortable. Sport mode. Got manual on the ZF box. Good sound. 4,000 really starts to sound good. 5,000, 6,000. All pops and bangs. So as we come off the accelerator, the overrun. Yeah, gunshots, mate. Hard on the brakes. Yeah, nice and positive. Good. Soaking up those bumps. There goes my phone, the G-forces. Ooh, yep, we're going quick. Yep. Oh, it just soaks it all up, so good. See, there's a lot of undulation here, an M3, I don't know, I just don't think the suspension would soak it up quite as well. Yeah, enough G-force to lose your phone out your pocket. Yeah, so this Alpina, I think for me, it is the best of what the M3 gives you for something that you can do long distances in with the family. Like, this is the pinnacle of that. And it's something other than an SUV. You know, it's a touring. It's the right shape. It's got the right chassis dynamics. If you want a one car that fits all situations as best as that's possible to do, this is it. This is like the Leatherman of cars. Yeah, big fan. Excellent stuff, this car. I'm so pleased we had the opportunity to drive one.